What's up? James from James Reptiles. Right here with me I have my possible lavender albino California kingsnake. The female, I have a het albino male and another het albino female, and that'll be a really awesome project next year. I talked about that a little bit in my last video. Not next year. 2 years from now when they're all up to breeding size. My two females are up to breeding size. That'll be a real nice project. Quickly to go over the way the heads work in a recessive gene. I do have a video about it. Don't ask me how to put it in the link. I don't know how to do that. So a het bred to a visual like this. So my het male bred to this visual. 50% visuals, 50% hets. All the non-visuals will be het. And my het bred to a het. 25% visuals, 50% hets, and 25% normal non-hets. And the problem with that is you can't distinguish a het from a non-het because it's not visual. You don't know. So 66% of your animals will look 75% of your animals will look normal, and 2/3 of that will be het for albino, and the third that isn't. It's just kind of a poop shoot at that point. Honestly, I'll probably end up just giving away all the hets, all the pos hets, is what you would call them 66% pos het, because 2/3 of them are possibly het. I'll probably not giving those away and keeping the visuals. Sell a couple, hold a couple back. Only the stunners, of course. But today I'm just going to talk about other random stuff. I have a new client, I guess you would call it. I have a buddy of mine, Jeff Godbold. He is on Corrales Radio, which I've actually never listened to, and I listen to a bunch of reptile podcasts. He lives in the same area as me, and at one point we both worked at the same breeding facility. And I gave him some pinkies the other day. I guess he had a bunch of snakes come in, and he wants to buy pinkies and roaches from me every week. So that's really cool. I'll actually be going to check out his facility. He just built a snake shed. I'll be going to check that out tomorrow. That'll be really fun. If I can, I'll take some pictures. You can see them on my Instagram, James Reptiles. And besides that, I'll actually be going to Livermore tomorrow afternoon with my buddy Armando, or Drymarchon melanus rubidus. If you follow him on Instagram, Port City Python just mentioned him in one of their podcasts too. He's a coworker and a really good friend. He breeds Drymarchon, obviously, lots of Mexican black king snakes, black milk snakes, red throat, obviously red throat, Drymarchon, black-tailed Crebos, unicolored Crebos, I believe. He breeds all sorts of fun stuff. We'll be going to the Bay Area to pick up a ton of aspen, fit as much as we can in my car, and haul it back. Just a fun little trip. Grab some food or whatevs. I'll be vending at the Sacramento Reptile Show. I already had someone comment that they'd see me there, so that'll be interesting. What else? Turned my incubator off officially for the season. Of course, I still have crested gecko eggs. They incubate at room temperature. I still have one good egg. I think it's about halfway, maybe a little bit long, maybe a little bit further along. And then 2 more eggs I collected the other day. They're not looking too great. Like I said, when the babies in this cage are old enough, I'll be able to switch the male back and forth. And he won't stress out every single female as much because it'll be spread out more. And we get a lot more healthy, fertile eggs. My sister was just holding the snake actually, and she kept asking, is it going to bite, is it going to bite? Snakes don't necessarily want to bite you. You can see right here, I'm touching her head. She's not super head shy. I mean, she obviously doesn't like it, but she's not biting me. The reason most snakes bite people is improper care, and because of that they're stressed out, or because they're hungry. And a lot of times when you see them bite and latch on, that's because they're hungry. There are a lot of ways to tell if your snake's hungry. One of the main ways is if it's patrolling its cage. And what that means is snakes like to hide a lot. They're opportunistic hunters and feeders. So if you see them out about, they're most likely looking for food because they're hungry. They go, hey, I haven't eaten in a while. I should go find something since nothing's coming to me. And with improper care, snakes, along with other reptiles, can get really stressed out easily, and that can put an extreme damper on their lifespan, unfortunately. So always do your research and make sure that when you buy an animal, you know you're able to care for it. And of course, snakes and most reptiles live a long time. California king snakes, I believe 20 to 30 years, somewhere around there. Tortoises, 100, 150, like that's insane. You won't be there to see your pet die, even if you get it when you're a child. Just do your research, don't take advice from the pet shops. I'm gonna hit up a couple local reptile people within this week and see if I can go to their facilities or their houses and check out their collections. I think that'd be really cool for myself, honestly, because I'd love to see some of the animals. But to be able to post on Instagram, and even if they let me film while I'm there, I think that'd be really awesome too. More projects to come. The lily white is getting bigger for sure. I can't wait to see it bloom. I'd say probably 8 months from now, it'll be breeding size, somewhere right around there, 8 months. Obviously I'm feeding crickets, I'm getting them those proteins. I have a video on that too. Always available, I have pinkies, I have roaches. I'm breeding superworms now. Colony is not where I want it to be. I will be holding back all the beetles this generation and just trying to get more breeders going, trying to start it a lot more. But I do have crested geckos available. I can always get crested geckos if I have something. If I don't have something you want, I can always get it for you. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Come say hi at the Sacramento Reptile Show. I'm James from James' Reptiles. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and at gmail.com. Like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you share with someone, and have a good day.